Yo, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, the beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. I'm Ramsey, editor of UrbanPitch.com, and we got the co-executive directors of Vibes in the building, Brigitte and Julio. What's going on, y'all?
What is going on?
Chilling like a villain.
Honestly, it feels so silent after the last couple weeks we've had.
It's been a chaotic few episodes. Even before the 100th, where we were before Kellen. Kellen was 99. We were kind of chaos. It was just chaos. But so taking a breath today. Right. It's just us three in the studio today.
It feels so weird for it to be this quiet.
Yeah. I mean, I was even setting up I put the chair in the wrong spot.
You're like, wait, hold up, no one's gonna be here.
Yeah. But
I know, what the hell? I just realized Julio's on my couch.
Yeah, Julio's encroaching
on your couch.
On Bridget's corner. Buy another one.
I'm gonna let you join me today.
No,
hey, this thing's really got into Bridget's head. Honestly, can we talk about egos on this podcast? Because it's getting crazy.
I'm humble.
Oh, okay. Is that how we're starting?
Humble gal.
Okay, all right. I thought we were gonna get into some MLS stuff. Talk about the
She's just mad that
season.
she licks his way. She can't apply for a job.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Let's get into this.
Love you, Bridget.
Kick you off this couch.
We've seen plenty of podcasts break up once they get to a certain spot. We're trying to avoid that here. We're unity.
The year just started, y'all. Let's just get it. Keep it pushing.
Quarter one is done.
Hey man.
Evaluations are coming in.
Taxes are due
tax
soon.
season.
I mean. But I don't know how we got here. But
I have no idea.
Let's wrap it up.
So. I mean, we haven't had a chance to talk about, some MLS stuff, NWSL stuff, a lot of stuff going on in the soccer world. So, we can use today's episode to kind of catch up.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yep.
I don't know why I said it like that.
That was the news. That was the news anchor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get into it. Back to you, Julio.
Yeah.
The weather is nice.
So
a little rainy.
Let's get y'all thoughts on the MLS season so far. LAFC, LA Galaxy, kind of mirror images of each other right now. LAFC, riding high. 2 wins, haven't dropped the game yet. They have 1 draw, 2 wins. Second in the Western Conference to St. Louis. St. Louis is killing it. We'll talk about them a little bit.
Big dogs.
But as resident Vibes directors, y'all's been at the stadium both for MLS seasons and Champions League games. What was it like to just be back in the stadium and working y'all's vibes, taking them in and then giving them out as well?
Yeah, I feel like the first game back, it felt like the first day of school. When you go back, everybody's looking good, the fresh haircut.
Julio had his fit laid out. He was sleeping next to it.
He was sleeping next to it like this. with 2 jerseys. He didn't know which one to wear.
You know that kid that just came, forgot it was the first day of school and did it last minute? That was me because I came back obliterated.
Yeah. Julio.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember what the first day. What was it?
It
was the day after the 100th episode,
and
Julio came wilding.
He did.
I was vibing.
You were coming in hot,
leaving a mess in the press box.
I know. Doesn't clean up after himself. Head ass.
I'm talent. I shouldn't be cleaning up after myself. Oh, I'm the one with the ego.
Talk about egos. What's going on?
Exactly. You see. Acting up. You get 1 pass, he starts acting up. What do you do? Make us get it for him.
Yeah.
Put it on him.
Pause.
Yeah. Yo.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
so first day school vibes. What else?
It was. BetOnline remains your #1 source for all your college basketball betting this season. Get analysis of every play, prop, and point at BetOnline. You'll find the latest odds, bracket contests, team matchups, and game trends at BetOnline. Updated odds for everything from live games, the conference championships, right through the Final Four and championship game. BetOnline is your college basketball headquarters this season. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to sign up and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Be sure to use our promo code, that's BLEAV, to receive your bonus. BetOnline.ag, where the game starts. So cool though. I thought it was really funny how everyone we saw, we were like, hey, what's up? We're back. First day, first game, and then everybody's like, "What's up, champion? What's up?" Because LAFC took championship, so it felt like everyone was celebrating and just like coming back together and appreciating, just like coming off of the high. Like LAFC are the champs. They're coming in hot, and like we're ready to take on another season. And like you could feel that from like the fans, you could feel it from like everyone that we were like bumping into and talking to. So that felt really good. It felt really dope to have that like energy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. It was fun. I don't think they opened Sunset Deck that day.
Nah, because they were doing the whole ring ceremony.
Yeah, they knew better.
It
They
was
were
a private party.
Yeah, we were not invited. LAFC got to get it together.
Next time.
Yeah, but no, it was fun. It was a great time. And just seeing old friends, like seeing the same people we always with during those games. Right. It was great. And I also went to the home opener for
LA Galaxy. Speak on it.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
I don't know.
Crickets.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Like,
it wasn't. Yeah,
that's the crazy part.
That's the craziest boycott I've ever been a part of, because like it was a lot of people there.
So
I mean, like when Ralph needed to employ people, a lot of people were crossing that line, not caring.
Yeah. It was the Ralph's the grocery market strike of
2003,
2002.
Oh man, I was there. I enjoyed it.
Julio was a scab.
Yeah.
So I was at the Champions Lounge. Got to talk to our boy, Brown and Memo. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
So like I talked to both of them. So it was great seeing like two people that came on the podcast. The vibes were great. It was more. It's two different audiences. Like people go to LAFC games to go party.
Yeah.
People go to LA Galaxies to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
But like they switched up a little things. They had a party after the game. Real techno vibes. But it was great. Like I enjoyed it. It was fun. Got to see some of my old friends as well. But yeah, like I said, the boycott, it was the stadium looked 85% full. So it could have been more.
On TV, I was watching on TV, and like I was surprised because we talked about it. Yeah, and I was thinking the fans would have that pull and they would stick together, and they did. To
go inside the stadium.
So the supporters were protesting outside the stadium. They're making their voices heard throughout the preseason, and they stuck to their word for the most part, because while the most of the stadium did have was filled to capacity of what it looked like, once you looked at the standing section behind the goal, that was sparsely
it was like 30% full.
Yeah, maybe
but
it was,
I feel like as the game went on, a lot of people started trickling in, and that spot started getting a little bit more filled up.
It's all the people that have been wanting to be supporters their whole life. They're like, this is my time to go in there and be a part of this.
They didn't even know the songs. They're just going.
Yeah, they're just like.
Yeah, I mean, so that like the final. I think the official attendance was it was like 23,000, which is not, we don't know what the actual number was because that's just the amount of tickets that were sold. So the fans that, have season tickets that didn't show up, their attendance is still being counted. So we don't know like exactly what it was. That section behind the goal is like the Victoria Block section. There's a lot of people who can fit in there. So, definitely wasn't that 23,000 mark in there, but
18.
Yeah, it did look like it was pretty
all right,
full.
So the middle. All right, so like, yeah, of course, that section looked a little empty, but the rest of the stadium looked easily 80, 90%. Every row was like 80, 90% filled up. So it's hard to take the supporter side.
Yeah. Well, we know for sure the supporters, like the ride or dies, the OGs, they're for sure standing their ground.
Yeah. But it's hard to take them serious when like the rest of the stadium is like still coming in, and it sucks because I know what they're doing. I know what they're going through. Like they just love their team and they want their team to get better. But the team, like from what I saw, the team is not bad. They're missing Chicha, so of course they were missing somebody that can score a goal, but. The team looks strong. That the guy Neil, he's a stud.
Jay Neil's gonna be a star.
They just signed two Argentinian and a Brazilian outside backs. That's what they needed. Efrain is playing right now, but I think Boyd is coming back like slowly. So like they have a great team. They're not deep, but their starting 11 I think is up there with the best in MLS soccer right now. It's just I don't know what the supporters want.
So it's definitely not a great look for the supporters. But when you speak to them and you hear them talk, it's like they were not forcing. Like they were saying, if you want to go to the game, go. This is just what we're like. We're not like obviously they were saying, boycott the stadium, do all this, but it's not like they were like, like forcibly taking people out and being
dragging
like, yo,
you
don't
out.
go. You know what I mean? Like if they were reasonable enough to expect, you know, like people are still gonna want to see them play. I think their voices are still being heard, but it does definitely take away a little bit from their argument. I'm interested to see, you know, how strong they stand, because it's not like, you know, it's easy to just be like, oh man, like, you know, one game, there's a lot of people in the stadium.
Right.
You know,
No, but
would give up. I think they stand at least a couple more, and then if they start winning, because right now, I mean, the results haven't come in. So
He's gonna be out by the end of the season. They just hired LAFC. I forgot the guy's name. It was LAFC's number 2.
Kuntz?
I forgot his name. It might be him. He worked at LAFC's front office. From people that worked that used to work at LAFC, what they told me, he was the guru with the salary cap.
Brigitte Bale and
yeah. So LAFC just
AKA he knows how to
go
back channel type stuff.
Work for the Yankees as well. So like he's known as a genius with the salary caps.
Yeah.
He quit LAFC and now Galaxy just hired him on. So from what I heard, he left LAFC because he wanted to be number 1. So I'm thinking they're gonna buy Klein out. They're gonna have to buy him out. If you're bringing a person that is well respected through the MLS, like MLS space of being a salary cap guru, you're not bringing him on just to be a number 2 again.
Yeah.
Like
You're
nobody
bringing
wants
him on to make the smart moves.
Yeah, nobody brings nobody on, especially somebody that's been doing the same thing as a number 2. Nobody brings him on in a new company to be a number 2. They're gonna make him that number 1, but I'm thinking they're gonna buy Klein out before summer.
He's probably gonna be the one to have to make the calls that no one has been wanting to make.
Yeah.
I mean, buying out that contract he just signed.
It's 5 years, right? 5?
Yes, I mean that's gonna be a pretty hefty payout. So.
AEG got it.
Yeah, AEG.
Yeah.
If somebody got it, AEG.
I think
got
that,
it.
yeah, that's like one of those like you don't really know what they do, like you know what I mean? It's like they're just everywhere.
You just see their name everywhere.
Right,
For
exactly.
real, every ticket, everything.
Yeah.
That's
But elsewhere in the league, we mentioned briefly St. Louis killing it right now. Winner, they haven't dropped the game yet.
There's a lot of conspiracy going on in St. Louis because of the games. Have you seen the goals like they made?
Yeah,
So
bro.
there's like a whole
first
Reddit.
game, Austin FC, man. What was going on?
There's a whole Reddit about like, oh, the MLS wants to like make St. Louis cool because look how they're winning games. So like that's what I'm
I haven't
laughing.
seen the goals.
Oh
own
my God.
goals, like suspicious
Really?
own goals.
There's
bro.
a whole
like,
conspiracy of-
Suspicious own goals.
There's like a whole like community about how like look at this play. Look, I'm like, dude, come on now, like.
They
MLS
got
ain't
People are
doing
really
it.
looking
Films out,
into
all that.
it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of video analysts on freaking Reddit, yo.
Yeah, I mean, Reddit they go deep into the
Oh
rabbit
yeah,
holes.
they
That's
have
like-
time.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but they have
They have time. So that's why I
mean, I
started
get it,
laughing. I'm
'cause-
like, because like I just started thinking about it, like because like I'm starting to believe it. I'm like, that pass back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. They
And
want
he
to
was with St. Louis before.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's
yeah.
wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but one thing I wanted to bring up with this, you know, obviously the fans are showing out. You know, the stadium is packed. We've seen this now with the more recent expansion clubs to join MLS, whether it's Charlotte, Austin, Nashville, LAFC, where the fan bases are strong. The teams are good for the most part. I mean, Inter Miami, you know, it's like kind of like an asterisk there, but so it's not like across the board. But for the most part, these new clubs that are coming in have really good fan bases, pretty decent teams. Like Austin FC was really good last year. Nashville has been fantastic. And then it looks like for at least the beginning stages of the season, still very early, you know, and a couple of fluke wins. It's the St. Louis is, you know, solid as well. But what are y'all's thoughts on these new teams coming in and kind of injecting some like flavor to MLS?
I think that St. Louis, like, be what it is, a goal's a goal, and they're taking the win at the end of the game. And I think they're number 1 right now
in the Western
Conference.
Like, I mean, it's kind of messed up that they're in the West, but
right,
like,
which
St.
is
Louis is not on the West Coast.
weird.
But it's like just like the current. Ideally, with the expansion, you'd
That's
think
how it's
another West
working.
Coast team is going to come, and then they move kind of like
Yeah,
how
they're gonna put
Nashville.
someone on this
They moved Nashville to the East, but it's just MLS being weird.
regardless, like they're number 1 right now. If you look at the standings, which is, I think, for their first year, it says a lot, and I think that a lot of that motivation and that good pressure comes from the fan base. It comes from the audience. It comes from what we saw their first game, the stadium look like. That looked super sick.
Rocky,
Like
and they
that
had
was,
they had, like the flags.
yeah, like just like
around
the I don't know how to
atmosphere.
the atmosphere, just like the color, you know, coordination. It just looks so like sick, and I think that inspires and like pushes the team to be like, hell yeah!
As a vibes merchant, you appreciate what you see.
We look at the vibes. We identify like the color coordination, the technique of the waves, the sound. Yeah. It's there.
If they don't have a Band-Aid night where they just everybody puts their hair on.
Hey, Nelly night. They need Nelly night.
They need a Nelly night. Who says San Luis? Hip hop. Where you hop to the hip. Yeah, like they need a San Luis
night. It's like a Nelly theme night. Nelly theme night.
Baseball guy.
Because it's all in my head. Like,
don't get him started with the Nelly. Don't get him started with the Nelly.
Like, what do you guys think about the jerseys? Because the more I see them, the more I hate them.
Which ones?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. I like their home. The pink. I mean, you know, it's not plain. I do. Their ways so. But I think their jerseys are all right.
Every time I see it, it's not.
It's like a mid-tier kit for me.
Yeah, it's like it's not nice on the eyes.
Julio, well, it's too flashy for Julio. Julio, we all know Julio's a simple man. He loves his simple.
He's basic.
Hey, I'm basic, girls. I don't go out. I'm stay home safe.
Yeah, right.
I like holding hands on walks on the beach.
Right now, you're at an average.
And I don't cheat.
No. Let's not even go there. Not because of you, but
the way she said it, it seemed like it seemed like she had some receipts that she was ready to give out.
So we talking about dirt. I got some dirt on her.
Hey, Bridget's Corner. Let's go to Bridget's Corner right now.
So
the T report. She's got
breaking news.
She's the one that did that the little Instagram. No, I'm joking.
Oh my goodness! I made a whole TikTok on Julio. Dang, you see, I forgot what I was gonna say.
She started it.
Oh, something I was gonna say though, going back to LAFC and like the vibes of the first game and just like being back at the stadium, I'm noticing there's a lot more influencers and like celebrities and people coming in and like being a part of the fan base and the fan experience. Yeah. And I think that comes from like winning a championship, but also like I think that aspect of it is growing too, like becoming more like there's more awareness
it's like a cool place to be. It's like, you know, the Lakers, they have like the celebrity fan cam, you know, it's the same type of stuff where, you know, you want to come, hang out, have a good time.
Exactly.
So Brigitte's saying all these influencers are clout chasers. Ooh.
She's like, I was here from day one. You guys are just coming here when it's hot.
All of a sudden you want to be here.
They don't even let me in my area because of you guys.
They took my pass to give it to you.
They're gentrifying the BMO.
Influencifying.
Give me back the bank.
Bring back the bank. Damn. But yeah, also the name is kind of like slowly but surely like getting more like
I know
we're getting more used to it, you know, BMO.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like I have no allegiance to the Bank of California, you know, so like
I don't even bank with them though.
Yeah, exactly. So like, but
it's not even about the bank, it's the color scheme, like
you
know, like it just
they fit in perfect.
They fit in so like well.
But like once Toronto comes, we're gonna play for that BMO name. Toronto
FC because
they have
the BMO Cup, the BMO Derby,
the BMO Cup. Yeah. So I'm sorry now.
We gotta get Toronto. Yeah, we gotta get Tagua from Darby in here and
Maple Leaf Mafia.
Mafia's gonna come after us.
We going for you. It's even hard.
Yeah, bro. I mean, they got to rep hard for the six. You know, like they got to.
Six.
Yeah. But elsewhere in MLS news, it was announced that the All-Star Game was going to be. So they changed it from the Liga MX versus MLS All-Stars. Now it's going to be Arsenal versus MLS. It's going back to the way it was, I believe, pre-2020.
Why is it DC United? I thought it was like if you won the Supporters Shield, the All-Star Game was at your location for some reason.
I don't know about that. I remember you mentioning that. I don't know if the validity of that. I think it was just a coincidence that it was in LA the year after they won the Supporters Shield in 2019. I think that was just a coincidence.
All right, somebody in the comments, let me know if I was wrong.
Let us know.
Yeah.
How does this work?
I felt like that was the rule.
It was like the reward for winning. Because, I mean, they just had it in LA, so I feel like if you win 3 back-to-back, you know what I mean? I don't know.
That doesn't mean nothing. Your team got to get better.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, so it's in DC. Arsenal's coming. What are you guys' thoughts? I know. So I think the why, I don't know exactly why. I probably should have researched a little bit more, but I'm guessing that it's because, you know, with the Leagues Cup coming, they kind of wanted to separate themselves a little bit from the Liga MX and, you know, trying to switch things. But it feels like it's going a step back now, going back to like the whole European team coming over and playing their B team against the MLS All-Stars. What do y'all think?
I think it's good because like even though it's not a real like, of course we see those games and nobody's taking it real serious, but it's like a little bit of exposure for some of our top talent that we all know MLS is a selling league. We don't want to retain players, so it's basically like so other people can take it serious in a way that like even though this guy we're destroying your B team, that shows that we have some talent here.
Sure.
So even though it's not a real important game, but more eyes to the league.
It's a showcase for the players in the All-Star game to play in front of, Mikel Arteta or, whoever else is coming over. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think the exposure, though, you know what I think? I think we should go. I think we should go and cover it.
Yo, DC.
I got my Nike boots.
Chocolate City. Shout out to DMV. Head out there. All right. Yeah, we'll put a request in and see if that we can get
the head of HR, Gina, got tonight.
Give
her a new title.
She's the head of HR now. We
crunch some numbers. Yeah, we'll see.
She's head of accounting.
We had to put her in the office.
John just like talk to Gina.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like to me, it's fine. It's fine to have to bring that in, make it cool, but like. Do we need an All-Star game? Like, is that a thing?
No, honestly,
should it just be like the best 11? You know what I mean?
Like skills challenges, like shootouts. I'm telling you, bring back the shootouts for All-Star game. Just like just give them 10 seconds to score a goal. Like, man, bring it back.
Somebody please listen to Julio.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, come on, that's uncalled for.
That's because he looks so confused.
Your face look confused.
No, because you were like on his side for once, so he was like, "What?" Like,
I know.
Like,
you know how like I was trying to be nice with him and like be cool with him. He needs to be more. He needs to be a little bit quicker on this.
Hey, first of all, Brigitte,
I'm taking his.
You lucky I'm a change, man. Like I feel like I've gotten.
Oh yeah, why are you changed? Tell us.
Because
that pillow would have been upside your head like 2 months ago.
I know.
But pre-New Year's resolution.
I'm in a better space now in my life.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. Keep doing that.
I just realized that Bridge is a toxicness in my life, so just try to avoid her a little bit more.
Yeah. No, but back to All-Star Game. Like we have so much stuff going on. Champions League. MLS, the regular season, and then Leagues Cup coming in the middle of the season.
Yeah, you want to play too much.
There's so much going on.
Another Mexican team, like we're gonna see them like all year, like I mean,
which is I guess so. That's why you're saying like it's nice to have the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Right, so it's nice to have something to switch it up, right? Which I agree with, but is it necessary to have a game amidst all this stuff? Yeah,
isn't it going online with this MLS money grab this year?
Yeah,
right. Yeah, and so
it
makes it very difficult for teams to compete across all of these competitions. And we spoke about this off camera, I think last week, but like a team like LAFC, who is built. They have a pretty deep squad.
They're built to win multiple.
We saw them play in the CONCACAF Champions League. They looked tired after that. I think it was a Sunday to a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so like
I was tired.
Yeah. So I mean, but so like if you're like now with the addition of the Leagues Cup, like how are the contending teams going to approach that competition? Are they gonna? I mean, like with the Open Cup, it's like similar where they get some experience for their younger guys, maybe call up some academy guys that get to make their debuts or whatever. Are teams gonna take the Leagues Cup seriously? And for that matter, like should fans take it seriously?
But like, what cup should you take seriously?
Yeah,
it's League Cup, Champions, CONCACAF Champions.
I mean, Arsenal is starting their B team in the CONCACAF Champions League game, which is wild.
The what?
Austin FC. They played Violette from Haiti. Yeah. And
they lost.
They lost because they played their reserves in the first game. They lost 3-0, and then they couldn't come back. Like, so if they're not taking Champions League seriously, what makes you think that they're going to be taking?
The
Leagues Cup
I think
seriously?
LAFC is built for multiple championships. Like from their first play, starter to their second string to third string, they are deep.
Mm-hmm.
They are deep.
Right. So a team like LAFC, which is deep, they're still showing up tired to midweek CONCACAF Champions League game. So, like, obviously MLS Cup is going to be, I mean, that's just the way it is. That's going to be the top priority for teams. Like we saw last year, Seattle Sounders won the CONCACAF Champions League. They laid an egg during the season, missed the playoffs, and everyone forgot. Everyone forgot they won the Champions League, especially with LAFC, winning that, wild MLS Cup final. So it's like now adding these competitions, which I think is good for like exposure and, you know, bringing in money and whatnot. All that stuff is fine. Like I'm all for it. You know, I want the leagues to be successful. I want this to continue to be growing. But like from a player's perspective, like is the Leagues Cup games going to be entertaining? Like,
what comes first, Leagues Cup and then the CONCACAF?
If I was me, I will try to win everything domestic. So for me, it would be MLS, Supporter Shield, and U.S. Open.
So that would be your top three, not CONCACAF Champions League?
Well, no. I think CONCACAF will be over U.S. Open Cup. But the thing is just tricky because like you can tell the players, especially when it comes to like lower level teams. Like of course they're already winning 3-0 against the team from Costa Rica, Alajuelense, and you can tell they came in just like nonchalant. But can you blame them? They're like, it's a long season, like.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Started,
that's what I'm saying is like, how can we expect these teams to go out? Because like in a perfect world, you know, like we'd be able to see them play their A lineup every single game and have those players go 100% every single time.
Game.
But like Seattle last year, they went all out in Champions League. They had a lot of players go down in the season, which contributed to, you know, them not having a great MLS season. So like, how do you balance the priorities is my question. And for a less, like quote unquote, lesser prestigious tournament like Leagues Cup, which doesn't have any history, how is that going to be even fun to watch?
But like, do we say the same thing about these European teams? Like Real Madrid is playing Champions League, playing domestic cup, still playing the Kings Cup, the Copa del Rey. So like,
but that's like, a little bit different because those have history and those.
But like it's still three tournaments that they if you want to be an elite team, a big team, it doesn't matter like what ranking the cup is. You got to go for every cup you can.
So then what if the question is more of like, how are these teams preparing to take on multiple games in different cups, championships? Exactly.
That's the question. And
thank you.
To your point, Julio, the European teams are built much deeper. Like, you know what I mean? Like a Man City B team, you know, they have dudes coming off the bench that would be stars in any other league, you know? So they're built a little bit deeper. They have more money in their pockets, and those competitions have more kind of clout behind them to where like winning, like if you're not going to win the Premier League, but you have a chance to win like not even the Champions League, but like the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, that still means stuff to the fans. Whereas the Leagues Cup, does anyone care if like, as LAFC fans, do you guys care if they win the Leagues Cup?
I'm an MLS fan.
Do you honestly care? Like,
no, I do.
I think it's cool to see them play against other teams.
Right, but
outside
like,
of the
if would you want a Leagues Cup win over a CONCACAF Champions
I'm
League?
not gonna press judgment on it, but I'm gonna see if LAFC does make it to the final and you're playing whoever, like Pachuca, whoever. I don't know the teams that are in there.
Yeah.
But like, if you go in and you see like some subpar performance from both teams, because like, oh, it's just a cup.
Exactly.
Then it'll be upsetting. But if it's like real competitive, like you can tell it's a final, then they'll be like, all right, this cup has something.
Sure.
I also think, excuse me. I also think it depends on like what. I think for me, it's more of like understanding which one comes first and which one matters. Like, is there something that makes one matter more than the other?
So. Technically, like if you win the Leagues Cup or if you finish in the top, I think the top 4 teams or top 3 teams get spots into the Champions League.
Okay.
So basically, I mean that you're playing to get into Champions League. So Champions League has like the higher priority, quote unquote. The money, like also the money cash prizes. Like in Europe, you're winning. I don't know what but you're winning, you know, tens of millions of dollars, or even more than that probably if you win the Champions League. CONCACAF Champions League, you're not. I don't even think the prize money's in 7 figures. So like that's another thing to like kind of consider of like how teams are going to be competing in these tournaments. When MLS Cup is always going to be at the top. That's just how it is. So I don't know. Well, I'm interested to seeing how it turns out. But
we should ask this question to the next player.
Yeah. Because that's
we don't know the answer.
Yeah, I don't have the answers.
Something about this urban pitch. You know, we're gonna bring some soccer players here.
Yeah, and they're gonna improve when they come on the show. So if y'all watching at home, shoot us a DM, shoot us an email. If y'all trying to be on the show, you know, hit us up.
Tell your manager, talk to my manager.
Yeah,
we can be both managed.
Okay, so let's switch gears here. Let's get into the NWSL. So
wait, before we let go of the MLS top, has there been any player that stood out in this first 4 weeks for you guys?
Yes, Thiago.
Almada. Yeah, he's
and I
balling.
say that
The
because
Atlanta United guy? Yeah. He's a World Cup winner.
But hold
like,
up, that's what I was gonna
crazy.
say. Hold on, but that's what I was gonna say. Like that. Okay, LAFC is on off of their high from the championship win, and he's off of that Argentinian high.
He's
like
what's an MLS Cup?
What
like,
is
yeah,
this?
that's
like,
cute.
This is light work. That's where I'm like. He's not standing out as in like he's growing. He's just like showing who he
that
is.
free kick he has.
He shows he's at a different level.
Oh my
But
God.
like
on
I think Boanga from LAFC.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
Boanga-
MVP
Boanga.
material.
Yeah, and then
for
like
this
I was
year.
like, all right, so I think he hasn't hit his stride yet. But like I said it before, anything I like, my pick was Ricky
Puig on,
Yeah,
on
but,
Galaxy to win
Nah.
MVP.
for win MVP. So I think but
I think
these
Bonga is coming in.
this first 4 weeks, Boanga for sure because he's been scoring. Last game he didn't score, but then the games coming from games back to back to back. Almeida
He's balling.
they told me about him and I was like, yeah, no, whatever. Like,
He's
he's
a
the
little
truth.
baller.
So, but it brings me happiness because like a Ricky Almeida, like you show this league is growing because those players are not MLS players; those are world class players.
Well, Amada, I think, is the most expensive
29 million, something like
MLS?
that.
Yeah, MLS player to be bought. So
Yeah.
he's putting out for it. So like,
But Atlanta United, for some reason, like they know like they know what they're doing there.
yeah,
They have fall off. They've tried to bring other Argentinian players, and like
it
it hasn't worked out. But they've spent the money. They brought I forgot the player's name from River Plate. They paid a lot of money for him. It didn't work out. He was South American Player of the Year. Everybody thought he was gonna plan out, but he didn't. But this kid is the truth. He's only like 21 as well.
Yeah, another guy, we saw him here with the men's national team, Kate Cowell with the Earthquakes. He's a young guy. I haven't watched any Earthquakes game yet. I'm still catching up on the league pass or a season pass, but he's gonna be a guy that I think is gonna
he's the one for the U.S. men's.
He's only like 18, 19.
Yeah, he's young. He's 19, I
Really?
think. He's on his way out of the league though. He's not gonna be.
He's
here
the
for
one with
long.
like the curly hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His cowboy.
Yeah, his
outfit
cowboy
was
hat. Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
I had to
Take
Yeehaw
him to
agenda.
take him to Picolandia.
Yeah, I was really about to take him over there with me, dude. That outfit was sick.
No, but yeah, he's so quick.
Yeah, he's good too. He's
a
good
baller.
too.
He's a baller.
What
Yeah.
about? I said Thiago, but what about you?
She said Boanga.
Oh, Bongo.
Yeah,
What about you?
I said Kate Cowell.
Oh, okay. Also, that
She's
that,
only paying attention to what's going on. There.
Sorry,
just knows
I'm
the
just
boots.
paying attention to my
Yeah, she was paying attention.
the
to
cowboy
the
hat.
locks.
I was just remembering. I was
Yeah.
like in my I was daydreaming.
Yeah.
What's his? There's this kid, Caleb Wiley.
Oh yeah, Caleb
Right?
Wiley. Yeah, he's on Atlanta too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Those two stand out, and Atlanta United in general. Like I think that's one of my other favorite.
Be
Like,
careful with them. Like that season, that first season, LAFC came out. It was the same year Atlanta United won the championship, and like I remember like I think it was the first 5 games. LAFC was like, "Oh, this team is so good," and they played Atlanta United and they got smacked. Yeah. So
Atlanta
like
last year was a bit of a down year, but they always have a solid team.
yeah,
They always
you
have
gotta
a
be
squad.
like do never
I
count
feel
out
like
Atlanta
that's a team
United.
to look out for this year.
And that's another like recent team that's come into the league that's really made a mark.
Yeah.
In terms of fans, they won
Culture,
a championship. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
All whole
Even the
package.
coaches they
They're
brought in
putting-
is like world class
Yeah,
coaches.
yeah. They had
That's
true.
Tata Martino in there.
So it's not-
Yeah.
Never count out Atlanta United out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the dude they also had who Jose Mourinho dissed? He's the Netherlands coach. Damn, and Jose Mourinho said he was the worst Premier League coach of all time. Damn, I can't think of his name. But that was that's an absolute bar when they were like talking from Mourinho. But yeah, so y'all good on MLS?
Yeah.
Switch to NWSL now?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's go. We're just holding this. She's
No,
like
no,
a
go
lot
ahead.
of pauses.
I
from-
honestly,
from-
it's been a long week, so I'm not really here, but I'm here.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good. That's really good to know. And to
I'm
say
telling
out
you,
loud,
she's
yeah.
halfway out the door. I'm
I know,
telling you,
yeah.
egos is crazy.
Yeah.
My
Well,
email is going crazy.
I honestly like the better was just me and Julio.
Yeah,
anyway, so,
honestly.
yeah, whatever.
If I go, I'm taking my peoples with me, so your numbers are gonna go down.
We had numbers before you got here.
You got-
yeah,
gotta-
what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
what are you
What are
talking
you
about?
talking about? Okay,
What-
let's
what's
not
that-
get into
let's
this right
keep
now.
on-
This is
What's
What's
ridiculous.
that saying? Appreciate what you have before
Oh
it's
my
gone.
god, dude!
Yeah.
Like
And what is that saying? That says everything is replaceable. Like I don't know. Like a lot of things.
No,
A lot of things. Are saying,
nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
I'm I'm irreplaceable.
You can go to the left. We go
Yeah.
Beyonce
You
bars.
are to the left. Take your box. Go outside.
All right, let's
All right,
get to
let's go.
the
Let's move on.
So NWSL's
Talk
kicking
about
off this
boxes,
weekend.
NWSL.
Anyway.
This weekend. One thing, I mean, before the season starts, I'm not even paying attention to what's going on over there. But
Leave him over there on his own.
so before the season starts, there's obviously a lot of storylines here and there. Portland looking to repeat, Angel City looking to kind of get their rebound after missing the playoffs. But the most important part is new kits. And we've seen some new jerseys
kits?
drop.
Angel City came in hard with the away jerseys.
You like the
Yes.
new Angel City kit?
Yes.
Okay.
I was like,
What?
Yeah. No,
What is what is going on?
Bridge, I'm telling you.
Bridget is like.
I don't know what you were gonna say. I'm telling you. All right, it's okay. Anyway,
Dirty thoughts.
I
Dirty
know.
thoughts with Bridget. Go.
Yeah. No, so all right.
It's
So
another
speak on it,
segment.
Julio, because I think that was a bit of a
talk to
polarizing
us,
jersey.
yeah.
Because last year, I think for the most part, everybody liked the jerseys. This year, that away kit kind of had mixed feelings. So
Because like
you're
the
a
whole
fan.
storyline, like the cement.
Yeah.
Like it just shows like community. I just like the white, pink, gray, like
Yeah.
like
Combination.
Not enough pink though for me.
yeah.
Of course for you.
Yeah.
But like I like it. Like it's subtle, but it stands out.
Remember, he's simple.
He's a simple guy.
He
so
likes the simple
yeah,
things
I
in
mean,
life.
so I think the simplicity is nice, and I think
But
like
to make simple look nice is hard.
yeah, you have to get the details right, and I think just a little bit more pink on there would have been because
Polka
especially I don't know, it's just accents. Something.
That would've been good too, though.
You know,
I'm not gonna lie.
like how when they have like the outer space, the satellite shot,
Yeah.
you can see the lights. If they would have had like the lights, but in like pink, that would have been a nice touch. I don't know. I like the last year's away kit better than this year's. But I mean, it's not. They came out with the patches that you can customize them.
Yeah,
I thought
I
that was
think
dope.
that's super
That was
dope.
really cool.
I love that. I love like incorporating community and culture.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that like you can do that in different ways.
Yeah,
based
and
off,
then
like,
putting
who you
in a
identify
patch
as.
is a great idea. I mean,
Yeah, that is so
customizable,
smart.
put a personal touch with,
That's one of my favorite parts of it.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I wish it had more pink too.
Whose favorite part is it? My favorite part. No, my favorite part.
It's ours.
It's
There we
ours.
go.
can
You're not
share.
involved.
We're a
we
team,
can
guys.
share. Yeah, we can share. Elsewhere though, I thought Chicago's the new black kit from Chicago Red Stars. I was gonna say Red Fire. They last year their jersey was kind of meh to me. They had like a cartoon of the L train. It was like animated, and it just looked kind of childish to me. But I like the new one. The new one's sleek. It's stylish. Any others that stood out to you guys?
I haven't really looked at them, to be honest.
Damn, we had a freaking whole call.
Yeah.
We had a whole call.
Okay, go
to go
ahead.
over.
Which one?
I
Which
said
other
mine.
one?
I like Angel City as an Angel City fan. that I
Everybody
am.
knows Angel City.
Not you, apparently. 'cause
I
you
know
haven't-
Angel City, and I said I wish they had more pink. What other one? Go ahead, please.
First
tell
of
me.
all,
He
I am not
said
gonna give you
Chicago
the.
Red
I am not
Stars.
gonna give you the test answers.
He didn't do his homework because he never does
The
it.
New
At
York,
least I admit
The
it.
New York aqua blue ones are pretty sick too.
The New York Gotham.
Yeah,
FC?
Gotham, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
you
kill
just
me.
you just saw that because they're gonna play them on Sunday.
No, but like the jersey's cool. First of all, we had Didi on, and they had a whole little photo shoot under the Brooklyn Bridge. That they always have a great atmosphere when they release the jerseys. Shout out to me for making my research.
He went deep for that one.
Yeah,
He was
for real.
the wheels were turning up there.
He's like,
he was delaying.
Come back to me. I know we did this. I know we
New
did
York,
this.
New York got the yeah. There we go. Hey, but no, shout out to him. He made the save.
Yeah,
Took a little
yeah.
bit longer than maybe necessary.
Sweating a little bit.
But he was sweating. He had
He passed the
the
test.
Key and Peele sweat drops.
Baby, I was hacked. It wasn't me. I didn't reply to that message.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
man! But another thing at NWSL, so NWSL is now in FIFA 23. Shout out to that. You can
Yo.
start
Shout out
playing with
to
it. And
the
they
ball
gave
head.
our girl Kaylin Sheridan a haircut.
The
She's out there.
disrespect.
A lot
were
of the
looking like-
renderings.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of bugs. in the
I felt
renderings.
that was not
Nah,
cool at
yeah.
all.
It felt like we were looking at GTA characters.
Right, like the
2001, like
The
boom,
ones that are
you know?
just like,
right.
But you were saying it's normal for
So
glitch.
I think yeah. So we've seen this in the past where like players will like see their likeness on FIFA,
Right.
2K, whatever, and they'll be like, "Yo, what is this,
Yeah,
man?"
yeah,
Like
Madison Hammond looked bad.
They did Madison
my.
Hammond dirty.
There
They
was,
gave
like,
her the
no
bowl
comparison.
cut. Yeah, they gave her
It
the.
felt like it looked like the hair was peeling up a little bit.
yeah, she had they gave her the wide lineup.
Yeah. Wow.
Her story, I don't know if y'all saw her story. She was funny. She was like, "Hey, at least I got some thick thighs. I've always wanted those."
That was funny.
That was funny.
Yo, but Cindy LaRue was roasted. She was going off, man.
She
was
said,
like,
this is gonna scare my
"This is gonna
kids."
scare my kids." I forget what she said about Madison. That was hilarious. She made it her profile picture.
Dude, that's
too.
what I was about to
Yeah.
say. Like, they should all just make it their profile pictures.
But like, at least they're having fun with it. But
Yeah.
hopefully they fix it soon.
It's not a great look, but I think
It's not.
It's just like bugs in the system, and hopefully the patch will come out soon.
If they don't fix it by summer,
But, like,
I'll go
you
ball
don't-
too.
You don't think that.
Oh, he said it.
No,
He said it. Kalen, he's standing in shared
Like, and we stand
solidarity.
strong. We was both
Yeah.
roasting Ramsey, so we standing strong together.
Yeah, they were roasting me that day, and it was hot. Remember?
It was hot.
It was in the other
That
studio.
one time studio.
Sweaty.
Yeah, and there's no AC.
We almost got jacked before getting inside. The guy followed us.
That's right. Yeah, the guy followed us.
We were good.
Yeah. It was not.
Yeah,
the
we
Had
ideal.
I was on his phone call, looked it up. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's why it was a one-time studio.
Yeah, one
He's
time
like, one and
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
You're like, we're
We
never
were in
coming
and out,
back.
yeah.
the budget wasn't up there yet. Like, we're working on it.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to.
You know, we're slowly coming up,
Yeah, I mean, any way we could save money, we're trying to. We got to be frugal out
Started
here.
from the bottom, now we here.
But yeah, it was not the ideal. We had,
that guy
that
was
elevator.
funny.
Remember the elevator?
The elevator looked
was sketchy.
sketch.
We were
Why?
on like the 4th floor too, so we had all this.
Yeah, it was just us three. It was Roy, me, and Ramsey. We were trying to go up.
Roy said, "Just put the box in the elevator, and we'll walk up the stairs," because he didn't trust it.
He's like, let the equipment go. not me.
Yeah.
Hotel Cecile for real.
Yeah. But,
Dang.
But yeah, hopefully we shout out to Kaylin. Hopefully they get her done, because in the commercial she looked good. That looked
Yeah.
like her. In the commercial
The
for
promos?
I think
promos.
they just gotta update their PS5.
Yeah, they need like a software.
They need to
update or
update the
something.
software, yeah.
I don't know what it is.
But how is the Angel City team looking this year? As you as a season ticket holder?
Yeah, I mean, we saw. Were you guys at the Club America game?
No.
Did you guys go?
I was there.
wait.
Julio was there.
No,
Yeah,
I
Julio
didn't
was right
go.
behind. me. Yeah.
I was.
He was creeping. Yeah, he sent seeing a picture of the back of my head. I was like, yo, like, where is he? Like,
Where are you?
I was in the shadows.
Yeah, so I mean, Angel City. So Alyssa Thompson. I'll start with the good stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Alyssa
she's
Thompson.
Baller.
like-
She's the real deal.
Yo,
Hey, I'm
she
mad respect for her.
she was by far the best player on the field at that age. Like, I thought, it was gonna be kind of like a, get acclimated to, maybe there's some nerves, but from the
No, she
jump,
came
she was
in.
coming like she came in like hot, and like the first 2 touches she had, I mean, like that goal was in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Something I noticed about her compared to her teammates, her first touch, like
Yeah.
her first touch is legit. Like
Yeah.
the ball was not bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
It was right in front of her. She was spinning with the ball correctly. At times it looked like she was thinking too fast for her teammates to the
that's-
process.
yeah.
But like that's good. Like that's only gonna increase the level of the teammates.
Right.
And she's only 18.
Yeah, and she was fast. She was quick. She was quick on the ball. To be like that, physically like advanced at her age. I mean, that's like something that you would expect to kind of develop.
a real
but
deal.
You know
she's-
what
yeah,
this goes back to? It goes back to the fact that she's been growing up, like she's been
Playing with the
training
boys.
with boys.
Yeah.
She's been training against guys and with them and like practicing the way that they're trained.
Yeah.
And that makes a huge difference. That
Yeah.
makes a huge difference. And I think that that's what it is for her, that she has that technical skill is being built because she's being trained like the guys.
Yeah, I mean, she look. I'm really excited to see her play on Sunday. I would have liked to see a bigger move in the midfield, but our girl Madison Hammond was playing midfield.
She was doing good.
It looked like she was still getting used to the position.
Yeah, she looked like she was trying to go wide a lot of the times.
Yeah, and I think making a move. I mean, she was a reserve last year for the most part. I mean, she started a couple games, but
A little
going
more
from
towards the
like
end.
a reserve outside back, she had versatility to where she could play center outside. Moving her up into that kind of holding mid role. Like, I mean, Freya
She was covering a lot of space though. She was
Yeah, I mean,
reading the
she's
play.
mobile. She's mobile,
Yeah.
right? And it's just like getting those passes down, being crisp and being like on point. That's like, I feel like going to take a little bit of time, but
She
I think she has the
she has
skill set.
potential,
She has the
yeah.
skill set to do it. It opens up because we do have a lot of defenders, like quality defenders. We just got an outside back from North Carolina. Matthias. So I think she might be hurt. I mean, injuries have really that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Yo,
Sydney
those
and Christine
came like
Press.
this last season.
Yeah,
which was wild.
I don't even know if Kristen's gonna play this year. Sydney LaRue, we haven't really seen her. She's not in a boot anymore. So I mean, that front three, if we can get Alyssa, Sydney, and Kristen up front, like I mean, that's about as good as an attacking front.
Yeah,
as you'll see.
that's good.
That's the ideal.
Yeah.
three.
So I mean, Didi's holding it down. Didi look great.
Shout out to Didi. Every time I
Holding
see
it
Didi,
down.
Yeah.
I just honestly like I'll be going home like yeah. Every time I see Didi, I just get inspired to be gully. I be jumping in my bed like Didi be flying, yo.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
about
she's
Didi, she be flying, and then like I just love her energy because when she makes a great stop, she's the crowd. She's like yeah, and I'm like yeah.
Or she'll make a great save and then start yelling at the outside
Yeah.
back who wasn't coming back in time.
She's like you didn't do it correctly. I'm like,
She's a whole vibe.
She's got fire. Yeah, she's had that leadership.
I just love Didi.
Watching her
that's,
play is
that's
fun.
like how a goalie should be. They should have that kind of like energy and like push, being the one in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to go watch the whole season with just Didi. Just gonna look at the goalies. Legs up in the back, just hi Didi. No, but like she's just amazing. Like honestly, like I just love her energy. Like, as a defender, I would love to play with somebody like that.
Yeah.
Cause no, the minute she starts talking trash, I'm talking trash.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what you gonna do?
Number one Didi stand.
Oh,
I
man, watch
know.
that
Number
already.
one Didi fan over
Oh my
here.
god, man! Just like seeing her growth, like last season, like they had her as a starter, but they were like, oh, we brought another goalie in.
Right.
But then she was just cemented as
She
a
just
starter.
showed, yeah.
She shut it down.
She shut it down. She showed who she
It
was.
was her first year as a full
Yeah,
starter. in the
and it
league.
was like the only bright position we had last year.
Mm-hmm.
Not talking trash, but like the only real bright
The
position.
solid one,
Yeah,
the most solid.
Angel City, like the most consistent one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one that brought like
Yeah.
the vibes. Like even though we
The
could
A game every time.
Yeah, we could have been down 2-1, and then Didi makes a great stop, and everyone's like, yeah, and everyone's like, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
She
shout
was
out to
by
Didi.
far the most consistent player.
Yeah,
for us
shout out to
last year.
Didi. Like
Yeah.
she makes that team what it is.
Yeah. Shout
That
out to-
urban
shout out to
pitch
Didi.
boost.
Yeah. But I don't know if you guys saw, but they brought in another goalkeeper for training the other day.
From Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
I
The
saw
dude,
that.
Zorro, from Ted Lasso. He's been to a bunch of LAFC games.
Yeah.
He's been to Angel City games too. So he's been out here, but they did like a kind of cool promo video.
Yeah, I saw it. When he was training with them.
He was
huh?
training with the goalie, and he didn't make the team, unfortunately. But
Next time. They said they're gonna call him.
Yeah, but I mean, Ted Lasso's back. Have you guys
Season 3?
peeped the new season yet? Are you guys going back for a rewatch? What are the vibes on
I
Ted
just
Lasso so
started
far?
it because
Okay.
I have a watch list. So
Okay.
we can't go into it unorganized. Like
Right.
there's a
So you
there's
have a whole
process.
list of-
I
of
have a whole
shows.
list of shows to
You
watch.
just see her bored at home, like just
It's
crazy.
just like 2023 goals: Netflix,
Hulu.
Gym, Hulu, HBO Max, maybe, and Gym's still like pending.
ChristianMingo.com. Like, it's going on.
Farmers Only. She's looking for Kate Cowell on Farmers Only.
Bye, some boys. No, but I just started Ted Lasso again. I mean, I just started Ted Lasso season 1, and like I was telling you guys off before we started, it definitely gives me Club de Cuervo vibes, and that show is so funny, like hilarious. If you haven't seen it, watch Club de Cuervos. It's hilarious.
It's on my list. That's on my list to watch.
I
You need
forgot
to
who
watch
said it though.
it.
Like I'm just trying to be devil's advocate, but like I saw something online where like Ted Lasso's was wrong with American soccer. I mean,
Yeah,
soccer,
I mean,
'cause, like,
there's,
it shows like we don't take soccer serious.
Seriously?
I'm like, dude, like too deep.
It's
Relax.
become like the edgy, cool thing to hate on Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Just to be like, because I mean, the whole premise of the show is that like comedy, like if you look at like sitcoms or comedy in the last couple of years, a lot of it is like edgy, snarky. You know, like there's like a mean streak to them, which I think works. Like if you take a show like Succession, which isn't really like a straight up comedy, but that has like a mean streak to it, where like a lot of the humor is coming from like like it's not like wholesome or good hearted in the way that Ted Lasso is. So when that was like the whole appeal of it when it first came. It took a lot of people by surprise because I mean it was like a commercial idea from like the 2000s, when NBC was doing these commercials with Jason Sudeikis in the Ted Lasso character, and then like they're making into a whole full show. And it's like, is this gonna work? It looks kind of goofy, and then it took a lot of people by surprise. And then it was like right in the middle of COVID, the early pandemic, so nobody was doing anything. It hit at the perfect time. And
it was funny.
Yeah, and it was funny. Like it was like legitimately good, and a lot of people, it had an almost universal acceptance rate. And then there was like that one edgy guy. I was like, you know what? Actually, Ted Lasso sucks. It's and it's just like, dude, like, we get it. You're cool, man. Like you're really cool. The Beatles suck.
No,
like
the argument is basically saying like that shows how much Americans know about soccer. Like
that. So that's one argument, and it was a coach that said that.
Yeah.
It was I forget who it was. It wasn't.
I think it's the Philadelphia coach.
Oh, it was. Yeah. You're right. It was the Philadelphia.
Forget you, Philadelphia. Beat you in the final.
Yeah,
That's why y'all didn't take the cup. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean,
Ginger.
JK.
Hey, he's got some nice shoe game though.
No, he does.
He's almost on Berhalter's level.
Almost.
Honestly, like somebody was telling me they just got into Ted Lasso. I was like, is Ted Lasso just playing a Berhalter role? I'm like, I don't think so, because he was there, but like he was playing that role before like Berhalter became the shoe guy.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, Sudeikis.
He has great shoe game.
He's been that guy's had good taste in shoes, for a while. But yeah, so now heading into its third season. So I watched the first, I think, 2 episodes, and it's kind of started off a little bit, like there's some good moments for sure. But now I'm trying to see. I think this might be the last season. I think.
Because where do you go from there? Because it's usually most soccer shows is start in the first division, go second, and work your way back.
Exactly. So now they're back in the Premier League, whatever, all this and that. And now we don't have that surprise factor of like, oh, this is really wholesome, good-natured show. Like it's a breath of fresh air. It's not fresh anymore just because you have 2 seasons. I think the second season kind of suffered from that a little bit, in that it wasn't as good as the first. There's some weird choices in there as well, like the relationship with the.
Don't spoil
I'm not gonna
it.
spoil it for you, but. Now, so I'm excited to see like how it develops, and if it can kind of, like it's like a music artist, when they first come out with their debut album, it's like, oh wow, this is a new voice. They have a lot to say. I like this. It's different. I haven't heard this before. And then they come out with the second album, and it's just like.
We all love B.O.B. first album. After B.
What happened to B.O.B.? You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of that. It's in that range right now where it's like not bad. Like it was very enjoyable the first two episodes, but it's just like now how can it get better? For me?
I don't know if it was like a commercial promo for the show, but I haven't seen the third episode, but they were showing like him talking about mental health.
Yeah, so that was a big plot line through, and
it goes back to the set because he was talking to a therapist.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not. I don't think that's spoiling. That's not a big spoiler. So yeah, season 2 they have the sports psychologist who comes in, and then he starts unpacking it with Coach Lasso. But yeah, so I mean that is a through line throughout the second, and
that was good though.
Honestly, or not honestly, but like you'd think that it would continue into season 3. So.
Yeah, because most of the pro athletes that we've had here, they all talk about going back to Didi.
Yeah.
Talk about like their mental health issues, how important it is as a player, because you're gonna have your ups and downs. You're gonna
stay on that steady line and not to get high, not to get too high, not to get too low. So it's definitely a factor. Like the mental part of the game is a huge part of it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's good that they brought that in.
I like that. I'm excited. I'm probably watch the whole thing tonight.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh,
I like that. We're bringing all
first to 2, baby.
Yeah. First to 2.
First to 2.
Could it be?
Could it be?
Could it be? Or would you rather?
Stay tuned.
Would you rather be 2nd to 1 for the CONCACAF Champions League?
2nd to 1, baby.
2nd to 1. Yeah. After Seattle last year, we're gonna be 2nd to 1.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh man, I think we could wrap here. Is there anything else y'all wanted to?
I want to know what stadium would you all want to go to if we could go to any game this season? What stadium?
Austin by far.
Austin was the first one that came to my head.
I just want to see the green lights.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to go to St. Louis too, though.
St. Louis would be good. I'm trying to think of like the city too.
Yeah.
Like in addition to like Austin would be cool. Austin, there's a lot of stuff to do.
Starting to go fund me.
Yeah.
Send us.
I think that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
DC for the All-Star game too.
Yeah.
DC for the All-Star game.
Dope.
Yeah.
DC because of the freaking just the history of the club. Like that was the premier.
Yeah.
That was the premier club before Galaxy.
Yeah. Back to back.
Back to back.
I would want to do Atlanta Or
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, fumble.
yeah,
Fumbled that
duh.
question.
No, I mean Austin's still a good
Yeah.
answer. Austin's still a good
Yeah,
answer.
but Atlanta would be sick, and then also the city.
Yeah.
It's just all
Hit
there.
up Magic City.
And then
for the wings.
Nashville.
For the wings.
And then Nashville.
I was thinking Nashville too.
Really?
Yeah, I was thinking Nashville.
Tell Mal, like, how is it? She's out there.
Mal's
Oh,
yeah, Mal's in Nashville right
spring
now. Yeah, she's on
break.
spring break. She's got a bachelor party or bachelorette party out there.
She's probably on her 7th mimosa right now.
Also, really quick, I just thought of this. On Saturday, LAFC plays FC Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Legit is on FC Dallas.
We're not gonna get into all that. There's a lot of
Listen.
conjecture.
Rumors.
Rumor
Allegedly.
has it he's being a ain't.
No.
Man.
We're not gonna do that. We're not doing this. We're not doing
So
this.
first
we're
of
not
all-
we're not gonna put dirt on a man's name
For
that
allegations.
hasn't.
Allegedly,
For allegations.
right? But I'm just saying, depending on how things go, I'm just
Okay.
curious to see how the fans are going to
Oh,
react.
okay, yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
you didn't let me finish.
Well, I thought you were just gonna start slandering.
No, I'm not
him.
gonna. No,
We
I'm not gonna
respect
go
all
into
our
it.
kings here.
I'm not gonna go into it. Maybe next week we can go
Yeah,
into it.
once
And once
more
we get more
details,
details,
more tea-
yeah,
more tea is spilled.
Yeah. Then
Fake news.
once our cup is like more than half full, we could talk about it. But
Okay.
I'm just saying,
Bridget's
he's
an
gonna be
optimist.
out here. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
We're just
no. It
pro
will be.
hurt girl.
Hey, if they hurt my girl Becky G, I'm hurt.
Yo, I'm all for people staying loyal. So that's
Stay
all I'll
loyal.
say. That's all I'll say.
I'm all for, if you know, stay away.
Okay, we're not doing this now. All right, we're wrapping
We're
this up.
gonna end on stay loyal.
Yeah, stay loyal.
Stay loyal. Stay tuned.
Salvadorians don't cheat.
Stay classy, San Diego. This has been the Urban Pitch podcast. It's just I don't know what's going on.
103,
Yeah,
baby.
103. We're running on
Baby!
3 hours of sleep. But keep it top 10. We got guests coming in. We got more solo episodes in the pipeline.
Dolo. How I live my life.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. But we appreciate everybody who's
second
been
that
watching. Leave us a review.
Thumbs up, like it up.
5
Comment,
stars,
like,
whatever. Subscribe to all that, whatnot.
All the things.
Yeah, but until next time, we'll catch you then. For Julio Monterosa, Brigitte, Flores, I'm Ramsey, I'm Shala. We'll catch y'all next time. We're out of here.
Legit didn't do it.
I know you did not just forget about me.